days off because my back. Anyway, we are going from 7:30 to 5 on Earn by Offer. We do have shopping on. Right now our AR is at 87% on DoorDash and 20 on Uber. So yeah, we're gonna try to make some money. But first, I need coffee. Let's go to Starbucks. Alright, Starbucks is acquired and it looks like we're going to Napa for $15. Going, is it Cecil County? Yep, it's Cecil to Northern. Let's go do it. Alright, let's go pick this up. That's all picked up. 19 minutes, 10.38 miles to the drop off. And it looks like it's gonna storm. Alright, let's go drop this off. Alright, that's all dropped off. 2 to 6. Alright, we got our next order. 801 going 3-4 miles, something like that. Picking up a Dunkin'. Let's go do it. Let's go see if this is right.
Then turn left on Commerce Drive.
Alright, that's all picked up. 4 minutes, 1.1 miles to the drop off, second floor. Alright, let's go drop this off. Payment required. That's all dropped off. That was a $7 base pay. We have our next order. I declined at 13 for 13 because I thought I would get something better, but got an 8 for 8. Let's go to, but we're 5 miles away from this Dunkin'. Let's go to Dunkin'. 13 for 13 was at pickup at Metro for 2 drop-offs, so I guess 8 for 8 ain't that bad. We're just after this light. Dunkin's here. We're just picking up 1 iced coffee. That's all picked up. 10 minutes, 3.16 miles to the drop off, and it's a payment required again. That's all dropped off. What? Uber? No. That was all base pay. 1 to 5 on DoorDash. Here we got our next order. Wawa, 9 for 7, but we're 5 miles away from this Wawa. Let's go do it. That's all picked up. 9 minutes, 3.71 miles to the drop off. Alright, that's all dropped off. 2 to 7 on DoorDash. We got our next order. Giant, picking up 1 item. It's just a bottle of hair dye. $18.50. Let's go. Let's go get this $5.19 hair dye. Alright, hair dye is secure. 24 minutes, 14.52 miles to the drop off, which I think that might be wrong. Good drop this off. Leave that by door. Dropped off. That was a $2 tip. 2 to 6. We're back in the zen. 1 to 5. Got our next order. $15.50 for 13 miles, I believe it was. Picking up 2 items at Walgreens. Let's go do it. We're here now. All we're picking up are 2 things of pimple patches. Let's go do this. Pimple patches are acquired. 23 minutes, 13 miles to the drop off, and it says leave your Cash App and I'll tip more. We'll see. Let's go drop this off. Back to Glebe. They got donkeys. Alright, let's go drop this off. They got donkeys. Alright, I see shoes. is a 450 tip, 1 to 4. Oh my god, they got donkeys. They're so cute. I'll show you. I want to pet the donkey. Look at the donkeys. Oh my god, they're so cute. Look at them. Why do they have things over their faces? 1 to 4. Absolutely not Uber and DoorDash. Uber tried sending me a 12 for 27 mile. DoorDash sent me a 5 for $4. No, thank you. Alright, I can tell it's lunchtime. 11 for 7. Double. Where's this going? 610. No, Wayback Burger is slow. 4 to 14 minute estimate wait time. Alright, we'll do this one. It's a 12 for 5 stacked. Picking up at the Garden Bar, which is slow as anything, and McDonald's, which is slow as anything, but hopefully it's less miles, so let's go do it. Got an add-on for $6 plus for another McDonald's. Let's go see if this one's right. The Garden Bar isn't quite ready yet, so we're going to go over to McDonald's and then we'll head back over here. Those two are all packed up. Let's go back to Ruby Tuesday, or Garden Bar. All three are picked up. The first one is 10 minutes, 2.88 miles to the drop off. Walk one. Alright, the next one's 1 minute. Alright, drop off 2. Alright, drop off 3 is 1 minute, 4.49 miles. Alright, drop off 3. They're all dropped off. 1 to 3 on DoorDash. Our next order, 9 for 6. Picking up at Papa John's. Let's go. Let's go see if it's right. It's all picked up. 12 minutes, 5.62 miles to the drop off. That's all dropped off. 1 to 4. 1440 for 32.8 miles. Absolutely not Uber. We got our next order. Grotto's 1025 for, I think it was like 7 miles. Let's go pick it up. Let's go pick this up. Right, that's all picked up. 11 minutes, 3.55 miles to the drop off. We're headed to Parkside. Let's go drop this off. Alright, that's all dropped off. 1 to 2 on DoorDash. Uber's just sending me a bunch of junk. .com orders. Like $8 for 27 miles. No thank you. It looks like we're going to Dollar General next. It's not a good order, but hey, it's better than the $5 and $4 orders I've been getting. Alright, let's go shopping for laundry detergent. Alright, easy peasy lemon squeezy. 13 minutes, 6.58 miles to the drop off. This order turned out not to be so bad. I mean, it was all one aisle, one section of the aisle, and it's taking me back to by the restaurants, so it's all good. I won't have any drive time back. That's all dropped off. 1 to 5, $7.50 for 7.3 miles. Do I want that? No, I don't want that. I know where that's going. Alright, 1 to 5. We got our next order. 8.25 Chick-fil-A. Let's go do it. Andy in there got jokes. She's like, oh, they have 5 drinks. So exciting. No, it's not. Anyway, 3 minutes, 1 mile. Spark goes again, telling me that I'm on the wait list. Again. Been on the wait list for 2 years. Alright, that's all dropped off. 1 to 2. No, I don't want that one either. Looks like we're off to Wendy's next. Alright, they tried giving me an add-on 5.25 for 5.4 miles. Absolutely not, because I'm not doing anything under 6. 15 minutes, 5.07 miles to the drop-off. We're headed to Odessa. The fuck? It's going to take me 14 minutes to get 3 miles? People need to move. So this month, all this is being shut down so they can work on the railroad. That is going to be so fun. Do you see how traffic is now? Yeah, it's going to be 10 times worse trying to go around the train tracks. Alright, let's go drop this off. Leave it door. Alright, that's all dropped off. 1 to 4. Alright, we got our next order, 6 for 2. Picking up at Wawa. Let's go. Alright, let's go pick this up. They are a mess in there. Nobody knew where anything was. Anyway, we finally figured it out. 4 minutes, 1.1 miles to the drop off. Let's go drop this off. Alright, that's all dropped off. 2 to 7 on DoorDash. Our next order, $7.25 for 5. Picking up at McDonald's. Let's go do it. If this traffic ever moves. Alright, that's all picked up. 12 minutes, 4.69 miles to the drop off. The mulch is still on fire. Damn it. I wish they would put the what complex they're in, because now I have to go all the way back. Because you can't go that way, even though it's right there. Drop this off. Off. Why they have a kiddie pool on the cement is beyond me. 1 to 4. We got our next order, 9.50 for 8. Let's get to it. Whatever. Oh Lord, this person has delivery driver all over their car. All right, that's all picked up. This guy going? Go. 8 minutes, 4.64 miles to the drop-off. And this is how people get into accidents, because you don't look. She has 9 delivery driver signs on her car. 9! Why do you need 9 delivery driver signs? I don't even want 1. I don't want people knowing that I'm delivery person. Good Lord. Let's go drop this off. Leave it at my door. Alright, that's all dropped off. 1 to 3. Okay, I'm at 78 miles, so I need to stop for gas, and then we will be back on the road. We got 2 hours left. Alright, gas is acquired, $23 a liter. 1 to 3 on DoorDash. Alright, we have our next order, Starbucks. I think it was like 8 for 3, 8 for 4, 7 for 4, something like that. 7 items. We're here now. We just have to turn out this light. What was it anyway? 8 for 3.4. Alright, let's go do it. Alright, that's picked up. 5-minute wait. 10 minutes, 3.8 miles to the drop off. Going back to Parkside. Alright, let's go drop this off. dropped off 1 to 2. Alright, we got our next order. It's $18.75 for 8.1 miles. Picking up 7 items at Giant. Let's head over there now. Items look easy enough. It's 2 things of lime juice, 1 thing of the squeezed lime, Oreo thing cookies, 2 things of milk, and Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Let's go shopping. Alright, that's all shopped for. 15 minutes, 7.88 miles to the drop off. Go drop this off. Barking. Alright, that's dropped off 1 to 4. Alright, we got our next order, $25.50, picking up 9 items at Giant and going to Capriati's. 2 customers, 2 drop-offs. We're at Giant now. Alright, that's all shopped for. Let's head over to Capriati's. Alright, they have me doing, I got an add-on for $8.50 for 2. So, but they have me dropping off the Capriati's first and then going to Target. So that's 5 minutes, 1.4 miles. Let's go hand this to them. I'm going to cancel the Target. Alright, that's all dropped off. That's all dropped off. I canceled the Target because I'm supposed to be getting off now. 12 minutes, 4.68 miles to the drop off for the Giant order. Plus, I got milk and everything else, and it's a Friday night. I'll take, even though it's only 2 items, it'll take forever in Giant. Everybody's in Giant. Or not Giant, Target. So, yeah. Someone else can deal with that. Let's go drop this off. welcome. Have a good day. Alright, that's all dropped off. Alright, so for the day, we were out for 10 hours and 8 minutes. We did 19 deliveries on DoorDash. On DoorDash, we made 203. On Uber, we made like 14. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I will be back tomorrow. Have a good night.